All right, boys, a lot of stuff coming up in this video as well. You go, sorry, you go cut a new yard with me, and I'll explain why I even took that new yard and stuff. Maybe in more in depth in another video, but we're gonna go mow a yard, trim bushes, do all kinds of things. We unbox some new stuff we got, just wow, all kinds of stuff. So y'all get ready. Boys, looks amazing. I love it. Definitely lower. I got my ball with like the 2.5 or whatever it is, you know, just like your regular 2 1/4 drop or whatever it is, and which I was running like the straight hitch. So now the test of time will be, will the mower scrub even with this hitch? Because you can make it up there with the straight hitch, with the, you know, even with the old tires, just the one that, like the tri-ball straight pipe, no drop. So, but we dropped the whole trailer, so I'm hoping that trailer will be pretty level and I'll be able to make it up the gate without scrubbing. All right, boys, so we're starting a new yard here. This is not a real hard yard, and the reason I'm starting the yard is because a portion of my, like maybe half of my yards are bi-weekly, and so this year by October I'm trying to switch everything to weekly, except for a few things, you know, chiropractor office I do small, and we can leave that as is because I can do that before hours. And then, you know, my brother-in-law, my great aunt, I mean, there's a couple of places I will still do bi-weekly, but I'm working on switching all of my yards over to weekly service, basically, you know, most of yards. And so it's nuts because I still have all my old yards, and I'm still taking on, I took on like 3 or 4 more because they're, you know, weekly right off the bat, weekly service, year-round deal, expecting that 50-some% of my yards would drop off, you know, once I tell them what I'm going to do. But it's, I mean, it's lower per visit cost, but, you know, higher monthly cost, you know. So, but right now, you know, like 90-some% still want to keep me, even at the new weekly deal. So that's interesting. So navigate my business right now is just nuts because I already was overbooked, and then now it's even a little worse. But, you know, something me and my wife wanted to do. Quality of life is going to go up. Gross revenue is probably going to go down a little bit because, you know, let's say, just for a rough example, let's say you had 2 bi-weekly yards that were $150 a month. Check that out. Looking good. Looking good. I don't want to bore you guys showing you every bit of the darn shrub trimming, but anyway, let's say you had 2 bi-weeklies that were $150 a month. Well, you can't replace it with one that's $300 necessarily. That, you know, because those same yards, $150 bi-weekly, they will only bring about, you know, $250 a month or so, you know, roughly, weekly, you know, weekly price. So, you know, so you see you're going to be down a little bit right there, money-wise, but, and that's, you know, that's not necessarily a formula to go by. I mean, some of them, you know, I've gotten closer, a little closer to, you know, to what I was making per visit, bi-weekly. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that formula is perfect at all, because it's not. But what I'm saying is, you know, gross revenue, if you switch to all weekly, is something you got to think about because you will lose some gross revenue. But you only have to go to 1 yard instead of 2 yards. You have way less mess you have to clean up, less customers you have to deal with. Quality of life goes up. So that's why I'm doing it. I'm changing my business to like 90-some% all weekly customers. And, you know, that's what I'm working on. And I'm taking that. I've let them know even before now. There's still a few I got to let them know, but it's hard because I'm taking on a couple new customers to make sure my route stays full. even once I do the switch over. But I've let them know like 4 months in advance. Because I've let them know even starting weeks ago in October. It's only May something. So because I didn't want to, I'm just showing you all the shrubs I trimmed last time I was here last week. Some gardenias, can't trim those yet under the windows, but I got flowering about to happen. But anyway, trimmed all this stuff. But anyway, so I'm basically getting them through most all the mowing season, and I let them know like 4.5 months in advance. So I'm being professional about it as possible, but and like I said, half of my route is already like weekly stuff anyway, so it's kind of like next logical step in my business, and my route was like, hey, let's go ahead and just, make all of our route weekly. Why not? Be less customers we have to bill. Hang on a minute. Gotta enjoy a little reel sound. It'd be less customers that we have to deal with, less customers we have to bill, less customers per week, that have problems. My customers don't have complaints, but, just random things, irrigation problems, whatever it is. All right, so quality of life will go up. And maybe if it's a little easier, that maybe that lost revenue, maybe you could add a couple more weekly lawns in your week, possibly, because I don't know, I've never done this, 100% weekly deal before, but something that me and my wife just want to do. Hang on, do a little reel sound. All right, guys, apologize about that. It's hard because when you record the voiceover, it doesn't play you what's actually playing on the video clip. So like if you want to leave a little bit of real sounds in, you'd be talking, you don't know. Because, it's like you do it separately, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's not, because I don't want to talk over the real sounds, because then you're trying to listen to two things at once. It's hard. But anyway, this yard was overgrown. It's already the second time I've cut it, but, there's so much dead and stuff in there because I don't know when this thing's been cut. I think the guy actually just bought the house, so, But anyway, that's what I'm working on in my business here. And so it's a crazy, anytime you do like a major transition thing like this, it's hard because, I'm taking on extra customers and I'm having to talk to all these customers, and they'd be, people crying in the driveway, I mean, it's bad just having to deal with all this, but it's going to be really hard now, but it's going to be great later. If I just stay the course and do what, do the hard things. And so I end up having to just grab that one little clipping out of that conduit. But the handheld blower worked great because I was able to blow those clippings out of that crack, on the side of the hot tub. I was wondering, like, man, it's going to be hard to get those clippings out of there. But it wasn't. It wasn't hard. And as you can see, we had, since, I just took over this yard, we had a lot of clippings, so I had to, rake up a good most of them. But, it's no problem. But yeah, that's what I'm going on in my business. So I haven't posted videos quite as much as I want to because, man, it's nuts just trying to go through this transition, talk to all the people, deal with all the stuff, like it's way easier. In the box. All right, guys. We got more of these batteries. Same one like I have. This logo looks a little different, but hopefully we have 3 of the same ones in here. I bought 3 more. I have one and I like it, so bought 3 more. Hopefully they all work good like the first one did. So we got 1, we got 2. We'll see about this last one. Can you hold the phone for a second? Open up this last one. Let's see if this last one is correct. We hope they are.
Well, there's 2 inches. Wow. 2 inches.
2 cells on the battery. Alright guys, so we got 3. 1, 2, 3. These are Giolit 9 amp hour batteries. I already have one and I like it a lot. It's been great for the price they cost. So you guys that are using Milwaukee, check them out, you know. They're like $52 or something, and then if you buy more than one, they discount it a little bit for you on eBay, you know, if you buy more quantity. So I went ahead and got 3. So now I have 8 batteries. Alright guys, check out these, got new tires on the new fancy rims, and they look awesome. I got some Americas radial tires, radial load range D, so each tire can hold 2,040 pounds, so it's way what, you know, good for what I need. And hold a max of 65 psi, so pretty awesome. Paid $76 each. There's like a big warehouse tire store place about 30 minutes away, so I got them from there. And yeah, so these will be awesome on the aluminum trailer. So yeah, the reason I got them, look, my tree is gone. I got it all cleaned up, finished it today. Some people are asking, why would you spend that money on these trailer rims and stuff? It's a waste of money, which I agree. But that trailer comes with bias ply tires on it, and they're 15-inch wheels, and so they're way too tall. If you look how high up the back of that, it's hard to tell on camera, but the back of that trailer's up high. It's just how it is. So I had to go down to a 14-inch. I wanted to go to a 14-inch rim anyway, and these were only a little bit more than just buying like some painted wheels. I also got a new tire for this trailer. I got this today too. I already put it back on there, my impact wrench. It's a brand new one, same tire, and I actually run the same, you know, I run 14s on this trailer too. But anyway, yeah, same tires, the ones I just bought for there. Yeah, so I had to go to a smaller rim on those because number one, the bias ply won't last long. Number two, it's too tall. So I'm like, well, I got to replace them anyway. And it was just a little bit more to get aluminum wheels. I got those for a good deal on eBay. Pay 90, basically $100 each for them for the wheel part, you know, and then 75, 76 for the tire. And so it's like, since I had to replace them anyway, it's only just a little bit more to get these aluminum wheels. And so it wasn't much more, like I said. And then that way these are all aluminum and I don't have to like worry about them rusting or anything like that. So that's why I got them for this. Plus, you know, it's just part of my equipment budget for the year I spent on these wheels. So it's not at all that I was being frivolous or anything that I bought these wheels. I just figure, heck, I'm gonna keep that aluminum trailer around for a long time, even when I get other trailers. It's a cool trailer. It's all aluminum. So let's not put steel wheels on it. Let's put aluminum wheels on it. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Just thought I'd explain that. Anyway, gotta keep moving here. Gotta unload, finish cutting my grass. It's Saturday evening. I got it there just before they closed up, you know, finished work. And like I said, it's about 30 minutes away, the town, 30, 45 minutes away. And I went and got them. So it's an update. They're looking good. I gotta just jack it up, stick them on there in my impact some point, and no problem.